When you hear the words artificial intelligence or AI, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Is it a fear of a dystopian world where technology takes over? Or is it excitement about the possibilities it could bring to our lives? Maybe it's a mix of both. Whatever your answer may be, AI has undeniably become a very definitive aspect of the 21st century. And today, it exists everywhere. In our classrooms, in our hospitals, in our workspaces, and even on our little phones, sitting in our pockets. We are watching a revolution occur right before our eyes. And yet, many of us fear it. And that fear is completely valid. Like past technological advancements such as the steam engine, AI brings both fear and amazing improvements to our lives. But today, I don't want to just explain what AI is. I want to show you what it can mean. Grief and empathy led me to research where I ultimately discovered a greater path for myself. And I believe this can help everyone too. One afternoon, my family and I received an unexpected phone call, and the second it ended, silence filled the room. My aunt had drowned. For weeks, we tried to cope with the loss, and I realized how suddenly and quietly drowning can occur. So, in trying to comprehend this event, I began looking into drowning on a larger scale, and I learned that globally, over 300,000 people drown annually. And this led to the realization that thousands of families experience similar grief. So then I was motivated to do something about this growing problem. Over the following weeks, I emailed over 80 professors in our local universities until one finally agreed to mentor me. And then I read over 50 research papers and took several online classes in Python, AI, and machine learning, and watched over countless YouTube tutorials. Until finally, I developed an AI model implementing an original mathematical algorithm to detect drowning with over 98% accuracy. The learning curve was very steep. However, along the way, I learned so many things that I think everyone should know, whether you are an AI enthusiast or not. So that leads us to our first question. What exactly is AI? Artificial intelligence is the ability of a computer to do things that normally require human intelligence. This includes things like recognizing patterns, understanding language, and making decisions, to name a few. But you may ask, how does AI become intelligent? Well, training an AI requires massive amounts of data. Let's say you want to train your AI model to be able to classify between cats and dogs. For this, you will need thousands of images of cats and dogs in all types of positions and lighting, so your AI model can learn to classify them with the highest accuracy. Typically, the more data you have, the more accurate your AI model can become. But before anything else, you will need to choose a learning style. AI can be taught in many styles, but today we will be talking about two popular ones called supervised learning and unsupervised learning. In short, supervised learning is like learning with a teacher. You give the AI examples with the correct answers already labeled. And then, over time, it learns the patterns on its own and recognizes them in new images that it has not yet seen before. On the other hand, unsupervised learning is like learning without a teacher. You give the AI lots of data, but you don't include any answers or labels. And its job is to find patterns or group things together on its own. But that's not the final step. Just because an AI can detect a few things does not mean it's reliable for the real world. And this is where validation and testing become essential. Validation is checking how well your model is learning as you build it. You give it new data to optimize it, improve its performance, and adjust anything that might include. Now, the final step is to do the testing. Testing checks whether your model actually works in the real world. And this is because an AI might perform extremely well during training, but not do so well during real-world applications. And in applications like healthcare, or safety systems, or even drowning detection, one mistake can cost lives. That is why building AI is not just about making it accurate, it's also about making it trustworthy. And although artificial intelligence and machine learning are not new fields, the speed at which they're evolving today is explosive. In fact, every day over 150 AI-related research papers are published on multiple journals. And they are opening doors to research, innovation, and ideas we once thought were impossible. And I truly believe that if guided responsibly, AI can help significantly improve human life. But with great power comes great responsibility. There are concerns about privacy, data, bias in data, and over-reliance on systems, hallucination, and the ethical question of how much decision-making we should give to AI. We can apply technology and still fear it. But instead of ignoring these fears, we need to talk about them. Whether we are ready or not, AI will continue to evolve. And our job is to analyze how it works, realize its limitations, and use it as a tool, not as a replacement for human empathy, judgment, or responsibility. For me, this story began with laws that I cannot change. Without laws, turning into something meaningful. And maybe that is what artificial intelligence is truly about. Not machines becoming more human, but humans deciding what to do with machines. The most powerful part of artificial intelligence will never be the machine itself. It will always be the humanity guiding it. Thank you.